saying.
Well, what we were talking about is you showed me what Melinda had crafted over there. It looks very nice, by the way.
Claudine.
Claudine. Oh, so Claudine, you were
Mm-hmm.
showing me what Claudine had made,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had this idea. I saw the twinkle in your eye.
Well, I wasn't gonna try to make a dresser. We already got a dresser there.
Yes, but you still had a twinkle in your eye. You twinkle in your eye like, I want to make projects.
I like projects.
And here's what I say. I say, I don't. This is what I said. Is my thing is why spend weeks doing something that you maybe can do when you can spend some money on something where people know that they can do it. Because to me, it's just a lot of time. That's a lot of time spent on something, and then you get to the point of you make it, and you look back at it and go, because in my eyes, this is a case where good enough is not enough. It's not enough.
But you're assuming that it's going to look like crap.
Well, yes, because I don't have no talent in it. And you haven't shown me that you have any talent in that.
Well, we haven't had chance for me to make a dresser. I mean, I don't want to make a dresser. I don't have any beginning of an understanding of how to make a dresser.
Well, what are you trying to make?
I don't know. But I want to make stuff.
And we don't have equipment. You need, like the thing you showed me the other day, the flower thing. And I said, oh, well, that's nice. And then you know what happened when you told me that you were thinking about making it? I'm like, well, the child doesn't even have a saw.
You can get the things pre-measured. You just have to be very pragmatic about measuring things out. And you can get to how many you'll come in with the dimensions and things.
Mm-hmm. So is this going to be like when people on Restaurant Impossible, they say, you know, how hard could it be to run a restaurant?
It's some 2x4s nailed together.
And I'm quite sure they said all you have to do is put some chairs and order some food and get a microwave. And
well, then you know running a restaurant is different than making a flower bed.
But to me, it's the same kind
it's
of
a lot
idea.
cheaper.
It's the same kind of, you know, because you've never done it.
But
Are you going to do a lot of practice before you get started?
With the flower bed, I don't know that you necessarily need that. I would want some practice
if
I want to make like a dresser.
It's going to be right there in the front of the house. And you know curb appeal is everything. So I don't
want you build that out aside from it. You don't like have crap in front of the thing. I mean, you assemble it elsewhere is what I meant.
No. I'm not talking about the building process. I'm talking the process of building. I'm talking about after it's built. It has to look
perfect. Course.
Perfect. In this case, perfection is the goal. Other things I can believe in the 80-20 rule, and I can believe in done is better than perfect. But with the building stuff, no, it has to be right.
It's not going to be bad.
How do you know you've never done it?
See, this is the difference between you and me. I'm not afraid of doing something I've never done. And I'm not afraid of making the mistake either.
No, see, that's not true. Because everything I've been doing lately is all about not being afraid of doing dumb. When it's something that you're putting on display for niceness and stuff, and it's also a time period, because someone who knows what they're doing, they're going to do it right away. When you're doing it for the first time.
Says the woman who looked for a dining room table for years.
Well, that's different. I was looking for the perfect dining room table.
And I could have made you one in that time.
Oh, you couldn't make that table.
You told me I couldn't cut my hair either, but.
But you got better and better over time. You're going to be making this for the first time.
It's not like I jacked my head up the first time either.
No, but over time it got better and better.
Yes, of course.
So, and you started small. It was like little fades. So as you built up confidence and you kept doing it, see, which I believe that there's a whole process. That I understand. It's okay with that. But you're not going to be making 20 different flower beds to get it right. Well, because then by that time you could have definitely paid for something from somebody else.
See, you're missing the point here. The point is not about time or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even about getting it right, because you're also making the assumption that I like crap.
No,
and that
I'm not. But the thing is, if you get to the point you're making like, that didn't come out right. And then you have to do it again. And then you have to, because you say you're like, it didn't come out right.
Right.
And then you have to do it again.
Yeah.
And say
that happens.
And say it still doesn't come out right. You have to do it again. At what point do we get to the point?
Well, at some See, the thing is, I have a lot of confidence in two things. I have a lot of confidence in what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like there's a whole lot that I can't do if I take the time and actually learn how to do it. So I have a lot of confidence in what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I also have an understanding of what my limitations are.
Okay, so you think you can build the flower
I think
bed.
I can do it.
Okay.
Now, like there would be certain haircuts I wouldn't dare to touch because I don't think that I can practice all day. I want, and I'd be all jacked up about the head.
Right.
So I have the sense to know where my line is.
That's right. And here's my thing. I don't think that I cannot not make the flower bed. I think I can make the flower bed. I just know it's going to take 20 years to make the flower bed. So rather than it taking me 20 years to make the flower bed, I want to buy a flower bed.
The thing is, and maybe this is a control issue too. If I have a vision and it's simple enough and I feel like I can execute it, I think it would take me extra long to find exactly what I have in mind.
To make it? I'm confused.
No. If I have in my mind how I want something to be, I have two choices. I can do it myself, or I can look around for forever and try to find that thing.
Which I do.
Yes. But see, that's where we differ. I'm not going to be waiting for 2 years if I feel like this is something that I can do. Hence, I'm not going to be in a barbershop all day if it's something I can do in half an hour.
Right. See, I don't think I can build the table that I want. Because number one, I don't want to be building no damn table.
Well, yeah. You want to hear me asking to build a dining room table?
But even
again, I have a limitation.
I guess you know what the true difference is? It's the difference of what we're willing to put our time into doing.
Yes.
I'm not willing to put my time into building a flower bed, but I can go buy it. So you are, and I'll watch you,
and I'll be very specific about measurements, and if there's nothing else I understand, it's that kind of precision in numbers.
Yes. And who's the perfectionist here? Who's the one who's, this is the other reason, because my thing is, you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
I think you know what I'm saying. So that's not, precision is not the issue. The issue is, it's going to be, I don't want it to take a lot of time. If I'm working, I know it's
which
gonna,
is still
it's
funny
gonna
because
take
you
me
took forever to buy furniture. Years.
Yes, but there's a difference.
Me taking 3 weeks to build a flower bed.
No, it's different. It's different.
And it's not gonna take 3 weeks.
What I'm saying is, me taking a long time to find what I want, that's over a span of period of time of just looking and researching. It's not amount of time of putting my work where I can't do something. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, how do I describe it? It's like, okay, say this morning I started at 6 o'clock building this flower bed.
Okay.
And at 6 o'clock p.m. I'm still building the flower bed. I gotta get back up tomorrow and I'm doing this all day.
And see, I can do that though.
Now, this is right, and I can do that with certain things. Yeah. Like I've laid floors, I had the houses in Alabama, I did all this stuff, we did all this hard work. And I guess it gets to the point what you were saying with the limitations. There's certain things where I'm going to get to a point that there's a limitation. Because, there was things I was cutting out. Stuff you got to put the tile down. I had one of those tile colors, and I was doing that. I had never done that before. And I did that to save money. I was doing that to save money. It took a lot of time. Because while I was doing it, I was like, damn, I wish I could be paying someone else to do this. Which is essentially what we did with the other house. You know why? Because it took too much time.
Yeah. Well, see.
So that's the difference between the looking for a table for 4 years. Because I had an idea and I was waiting for the perfect one that I saw. As opposed to using up my whole day doing something like, while in the second house, while we paid someone to do the tile, I painted. See what I'm saying?
Well, see, a flower bed is a non-essential. We're not on a time limit. It's, oh God, got to have the flower bed.
I understand that.
This is an accent to the home, so I can take my time and get it exactly how I wanted to see. Because I've already been looking at certain ones that I think will match, like the wood in the fence, which should match the wood on the door. And so I've even gone and found numbers.
Oh, numbers, address numbers.
Right, yeah, in that same script. So I have in mind how, but this is a non-essential.
You have a vision.
I have a vision. So it's not going to, if I rush through it, then you get some jacked up thing. If I can take my time and get everything measured out, and I honestly don't think this is a complicated, I've already watched some basic YouTube videos, and what they're doing is not even in the neighborhood of what we want to do, because they're building like flower beds where you actually put the flowers, and ours is actually just going to go around the existing one. It's a cover.
Real flower.
Exactly.
Because
It's
when
not
I
going to
saw
have a
those,
bottom or
It's
anything.
in the flower bed. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, surely this must be something else because we're not going to have no flowers because we kill them.
Yes, no, it's a cover to go around. They've already planted something there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you, it had those little bushes, and we don't kill those.
Mhm.
But there's something already they put in there.
Okay.
So this is just a cover for that, so that, bring out the woods and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so even the stuff, I feel like I can execute it, and I feel like I can execute it well.
Okay.
But it's not going to be a fast process, no,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm going to be
Meticulous.
meticulous. There are certain things that I am meticulous about. There are certain things where I can be very just kind of, good enough. We just gotta let this go.
Okay.
But there are some things I'm very meticulous about.
Okay. I'm going to let you have your project.
I make the bed, and I go back and forth around that bed about 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes.
because the covers have to be exactly the same length on each side, and there can't be any wrinkles in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone up on my way to work and seen a wrinkle in the bed and did that.
Yes. I would do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm going to let you have that project. The ones you think you can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't take on anything I can't do. Again, that's one of the benefits, that I know what I can do and what
Okay.
I don't have a chance in hell of accomplishing, even with years. Even probably
Are you
years I
going to
can figure
research
it
the
out.
type of wood you need to get?
Yep.
And what's going to be able to withstand our weather?
Yes.
Okay. I figured
Yes.
you would.
Yes. It's probably going to be the same wood that you would use for the fence, because I would figure that is, and I forgot what that I had noted
Okay.
what kind of fence that was
Okay.
and how to treat it, because it would have the same issue that the fence would have, is that it's going to fade if
Okay.
it's not treated, which we want to treat it anyway so that all would match. But
You have your flower bed project.